What?
I like
No,
that.
the one that you got some stick for is them the old B&Q cargo pants at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh, the Prada cargos, yeah.
You got a hammer for them, mate.
I know. I thought it was good though.
People are in like chinos and like jackets, and you're wearing the old B&Q cargo trousers.
Prada's got some good stuff out just now, actually.
A final one on the. I don't know if you saw the intruder who jumped on the pitch in the Wales game and stopped potentially Liam Williams scoring a try. If that was you were playing in Liam Williams' position at the time, how would you have dealt with it?
It's tough. I mean, you know, like everyone saw that guy Jarvo that did it in, was it the All Blacks game and then the Ireland game at the weekend, which is, you know, it's a bit annoying that these guys are trying to take the spotlight, but he's not affecting the gameplay. You know, that's a chance that Sanj is probably going to score that in the corner, which could then change the game. You know, they might look back and be like, oh, if only we scored that try, there'd been a different outcome potentially, or, you know, then the game would have changed. The way South Africa and Wales would have both played would have been different. And I just, you know, that's one thing, like I said, doing that before the game, before you have an impact on it, but especially at a moment like that in the game, it's like, why? Like, you're there to watch the game, not to spoil it, you know? So I don't think, I can't imagine he's the most popular guy in Wales just now.
Or at least
single most hated.
Quite rightly so, you know? Yeah.
What's the point in getting on the pitch with your clothes on? If you're going to streak naked and go up the other end.
But I think, I think for a player as well, like, it's tough. And Sanj had that, it's probably a try that he's going to score. And then he's not scored it, he's been thrown off by that. And you're probably going to be a bit more frustrated the whole game, and that's going to be in the back of your mind. So it's not just that moment there that's going to affect you. It's going to be the next 5-10 minutes after, depending on the individual, how quickly they can get past that and get over it.
Mate, he didn't pick the best time to do it, did he?
No. Like, if you did it,
he's a Welsh bloke as well, isn't he?
I know.
Yeah. And he is Game of Thrones, shame. Like, everyone wants him like up in hung, drawn and quartered, most hated guy in the country, everything.
Well, did you see him getting pelted with pints of beer?
Drinks,
Everyone's like, free drinks, but he must have got about 8 pints right in his face as well.
Oh God.
Oh, what an idiot, eh?
Clown. Oh.
Finn, we know you got to head off, so thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Good luck this weekend. Good luck the rest of the autumn internationals and the rest of the year.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, Finn. Drive safe, mate.
See you in a bit. Cheers. See you in a bit, folks.
Take it easy.
So as Finn mentioned, or as we were talking about with Finn, the pitch invaders and all that, there's Jarvo69, who again managed to make his way onto the field for the anthems with the Japanese team this time. While his appearances don't affect play, can you put it alongside the idiot who stopped Wales from potentially winning a game? And they're both pitch invaders.
I reckon, without sensationalizing Jarvo69, if it became like a habitual thing that people would go into the autumn internationals and streaking and stuff, or pitch invading, it sort of devalues the spectacle, because then it just makes it seem a bit sort of amateurish, doesn't it? When people are representing their country and stuff. But if you're talking about this case study between the guy who interfered with the Welsh play and stopped Sanjay from scoring and Jarvo69 standing up with national anthems, then they're not comparable really, because one is directly influencing play and the other's just kind of benign. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it anyway.
Finn nailed it, didn't he? He said, like you said, it's not affecting the play. What I want to know is, he's done it so, how is he getting away with it? One, right? And two, surely there's no repercussions from it if he's doing it every week. He's not getting banged up for it. Is he getting fined for it? Because maybe that's the way to stop it. Like, fine him. I mean, Max, you've seen the nick of some of these stewards that are trying to stop people getting on the field.
I know, man. It ain't happening.
Sometimes when you come off the pitch and you're sitting on the bench, you look down and you're like, easy, I'm getting past him. There's no chance any of those people will stop me getting on the field.
But did you see that geezer at the Forsyth bar? There was a guy who played like ATM or something. This was a while back, and he absolutely melted this geezer. It's somewhere. It's a Clark, but he used to play like semi-pro, like Uso, just as one of the pitch stewards. Absolutely cuts the bloke in half. It's class.
That's what you need. You need to fill the stewards with like UFC fighters / players that can actually stop people, rather than Larry
Like,
from the pub who's like 80.
yeah, slightly overweight middle-aged dudes who couldn't fight their way out of a plastic bag, let alone chase down a drunk guy with a bit of footwork. Yeah,
And you've given them,
Because then weirdly, it's quite entertaining when you're watching it, that you're
Yeah.
watching like one guy who can run and everybody else who's running on with concrete shoes, it looks like.
well, that bit is true. Have you seen the boots they wear? They can't give them steel toe caps. What are they
Steel toe
for?
caps,
They don't
exactly.
need those. They're not going to be able to run after anyone with those. You should give them boots. Give them pitch boots so they can run
give
after.
them proper, yeah.
Sprinters space.
Strap them up. I'm talking about like the full. Get physios in there. Get them strapped up. Give them some shoulder pads. Give them.
Yeah, no, they should have like for every like 3 people, the third person should be like an absolute weapon of man-hunting ability.
Yeah.
Just like a predator of Homo sapiens that could just like hunt a man down easily. You're right.
Couple of people with a trank dart somewhere.
Mate, yeah, it's just beanbag shotgun.
Tasers. Get some tasers involved.
What a great brainstorming session that I'm sure all of the unions will be looking at right now going, well, they've come up with all the ideas we need. Just shotgun or taser. You're fine. Let's go to that Wales-South Africa game. We're talking about it. South Africa managing to squeeze past the Welsh. Incredibly entertaining, hard-fought 18-15 victory for the Boks, which ended a run of 4 successive away defeats against the Welsh. Max, you surprised how strong Wales were?
Yeah, I was surprised by how close it was given last weekend, but man, they were awesome. Jenkins was class, the 6, unbelievable. Tane Basham by name, Basham by nature, like still just very, very haughty in the carry. Yeah, no, I thought it was class. Dan Bigger obviously had a lot to do with it. Yeah, it was a really good game all in all. For sensational stuff. I felt kind of bad for Wales. I thought they should have won it, but to be fair to the Springboks, they had so many of their players performed so well. Like Ebenezer Beth had an unbelievable game. He was completely freakish. Lucanio Yam. Who else was absolutely class? Most of the back row. Quagga Smith, mate. The best game I've ever seen him have.
Yeah, he was good one.
Mate, the commentator called him craggy faced. I felt so bad for him. It was just like, yeah, the craggy face 7. He just called you hanging, pal. That's just unbelievable. But yeah, he was unbelievable.
It was a proper test match, wasn't it?
Yeah, like it was very, very good. Great game.
You were almost surprised that the scoreline was so, because it was so intense that suddenly came up for air, and actually there weren't that many points scored. But quick word, Ellis Jenkins, phenomenal after his first test match in 3 years, particularly with that horrible injury. How impressed were you boys with him?
Yeah, he was good. He was all over the place. Like defensively, he's solid. Like Wales' defense as well was on point. Like that's what I mean. You look at these games and they're on a knife edge. They're to and fro. But yeah, he was sensational. To come back from an injury like that after 3, what he's like wrecked his knee, didn't he? Properly wrecked his knee.
Yeah, probably did.
Khaleesi gave him his Barbarians shirt that year, because it obviously happened in that game, and Khaleesi then went on to play for the Barbarians and then gave it to Ellis Jenkins, and he's remembered that moment ever since. So they're basically waxing lyrical about each other. So
a nice touch, little inside info
there. Talking of legendary people, just 53-meter conversion. I mean, the lad, how old is he now? Good old Stain.
I daren't say, because the amount of South Africans that get into us for slagging off South Africa.
He is the boy, though, isn't he? Oh, he is class, though. Absolute gunslinger as well. Just has a crack. He sort of plays with sort of like a serious attitude as well. There's quite a lot to like about him.
Easy kick though. Like he must have had the wind behind us.
The thing is, he's done it like consistently for years, and it's not always attitude. He's just always nailing them, just slotting them.
37 boys. You got so much good. I've just been informed. 37. So many good years.
I've got loads of time left on the international scene.
Boys, half a decade left, Ryan. You can do whatever you want. Even more. Now, if you did have a 50 sort of meter odd conversion to win a game, quick hit list of your 3 players you'd want to take it.
Hey, I'm going to chuck my old mate Duncan Weir in there. I reckon he's got that. Duncan Weir, he wears the old school Preds as well. That's why he's like proper old school blade Preds. You know, the one with the big tongue. He's got a bit of cushion on there. He would slot that. Duncan Weir for me is number 1. or one of them.
Steph Armitage. I'm not even joking, man. The guy was a freak show. No, this guy's an absolute freak. He just never got to showcase the skills, but he can kick, man.
Oh, no, he has showcased it in that game, in the playoff game, Biarritz versus Bayonne.
Oh, did he do it then? Well, yeah, he can slot them from
meters,
miles out. No, he can bang it. Once he gets that big, robust, sturdy frame behind the ball, it sails. And I'll probably get Tommy Homer, class, absolute sniper. He can whack it.
Hoggy's got a big boot on him, to be fair. Stuart Hogg would have a good crack at that as well.
I love that. The top three, anyone past or present, and you guys are like, we've got Duncan Weir.
Going from my anecdotal experience.
Steph Armitage and Homer.
Otherwise, I just picked Francois Stone, Elliot Daly, and who else? Who else is legendarily, absolutely sends it?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I'm usually.
It's quite niche.
Gavin Hastings used to be able to smash him quite far, didn't he?
Boxes, he could smoke it.
Oh, yeah.
He punctured the ball, the big Frenchie. Yeah, those would be my actual three if I had to pick. But Steph is no joke, man. The guy's got, skills for days.